All right, we're going to pretend like today is January 8th, and I just finished my 10th book this year. So it's Wreck and Ruin. It is not out yet. It is going to be the next release from Raven Dark. I'm not going to go into any spoilers because it's not released. So I don't want to go into spoilers when no one has read it but like me and a couple beta readers. So there's no arcs out, nothing yet. Because I've been helping since the first words of the book were written. So anyway, it's been a long process, but I think the book turned out well. She did have to end it on a cliffhanger. But yeah, Wreck and Ruin. So it takes place in a like apocalyptic setting almost. The world is kind of sucking because there is a virus that infects everyone and it kind of turns them into zombie type people where they don't really have their right mind thinking in the end. It makes them go mad and they act out very aggressively when they go mad. So, like, they will try to kill you, and it doesn't matter if you're a loved one. If something sets them off, they're just gonna rage out. So, it's like a different kind of zombie type thing. So if you don't really care for as much gore and you want like a romance to be a focus rather than the dystopian elements, um, in a world that's like very near future, could happen now, that sort of thing, with a zombie like virus, and then the zombies in a way being more dangerous because you can still get infected by them and they're gonna try to kill you. And they're smarter than what the typical zombie is because they're still kind of human. Um, they're just like in the madness. They're crazy. Um, yeah, and hostile. So that, and then there is a romance happening. It is a spicy romance, but it is also slow burn. So you're only going to get like two sexy scenes in this book. If there had been more, it would not have been realistic because the characters did not know each other beforehand, and this is an apocalyptic thing. It starts off when she is taken along with her sister by some slave traders. During this apocalypse, people who have been doing bad things are like, well, hey, the government is collapsing. Everything's collapsing around us. We don't have to keep this in the dark anymore. So let's just go, steal and sell a bunch of women. And so there are a lot of dark elements to the world. And so in like the first chapter, she and her sister get stolen, and her sister is actually a cop. And she spends the whole book trying to find her sister because she does like her sister escapes in the opening chapter. Destiny does not. Destiny gets taken, and then when she is being taken to be sold, that is how she meets the love interest. He doesn't know that he's delivering a human in a box. So when he finds this out, she is like, you've got to help me find my sister. And he's like, I'm not involved in this, but yeah, I'm not delivering you to the slave traders, so you can go. He's also an ex-biker, and there will be the whole biker element that plays into the storyline and will just get heavier throughout the series, as well as a found family element that you don't really see in the first book, but you will in the second book. The spice is going to increase in the second book. The danger level is going to increase in the second book. You don't see a ton of the main villain in the first book, and you don't have solid resolution at the end of the first book. There is a cliffhanger, almost to the point where you feel like a chapter just stopped in the middle of it. But I know where the story is going. There is no other place that she could have ended it. without having it be like, 700-page book. So I think it made sense that she ends it where she does. But yeah, if any of those elements sound good, all I did was give you the basic setup, the first two chapters of the book, and the little insights that I'm privy to. So yeah, Wreck and Ruin. It is going, or it should come out by the end of March or April. She's currently searching for a new PA, and that will dictate when the release comes out because it has to be promoted. Right now, I am her PA, but I just had too many clients and then also trying to do my own work, and we were operating on an exchange basis, so that had to be the thing that I dropped. Um, but beyond that, it was also a factor of um, time. The amount of things that she needed done, I couldn't do, which is also why I'm dropping one of the stories that we were co-writing together, which was My Wolf Captor. So that may come out in the future. Whenever we had talked about it and we had made the business decision to not continue with it, we both had two different directions, kind of we wanted to go with it. And we were both fine with like compromising and finding the middle spot. But then we had new projects that we wanted to do as well. And the pre-order that we put up bombed. Like, bombed. We were already ranking in like 3 million, and the book was not even out yet, which meant we probably were not going to make any money on it. And like, we need to have royalties to eat. So yeah, we both decided to work on our other solo projects. So a very mutual dissolution of that partnership, um, with the PAing stuff as well as the co-writing. I've just kind of learned with the new year, I'm embracing that my plate, as far as the amount of things that I can take on, is not nearly as large as I tell myself that it is. So it's been a year of cutting everything out that I can cut out so that I can focus on the work, and get my goals accomplished. Because, it's been like 3 years since I was publishing. So I'm definitely getting back in the game, pretty hard. Like I've been working it since like September. I've been doing some stuff. So I was doing stuff before then. It just wasn't. It was a lot of starts and stops. So actually getting things out and published now, which is really exciting. If you didn't see I didn't even share the video that, I don't think I even shared the video that I'm talking about, and I might have deleted it because I thought it was a review video that I made. Oops. Um, I had my copies come in of the two books that I published the end of last year, which was Sailor Sanctuary. It is tiny. This is like a short story. It also has color pages like this. So yeah, I formatted it. I had a lot of fun doing that. I also used a slightly bigger font so it's easier on the eyes. And it also has special images that go along with the story. And there's like an embedded playlist. So each chapter title correlates to a song, and there's a link to Spotify where you can listen to the song. I basically did the same thing, or I did do the same thing except for the color part, with my other book, Tricky Tarot. So that one came out in September. This one came out in October. This one is 125 pages. It's black and white. I will show you there we go. Here is what the chapters look like, as you can see. And then there is some character art as well as some images that go with the scenes. So here's an image, for instance, of one of the couples. So, yeah, and I like the way that the spine turned out. I got a longer video. I'll probably, if I didn't delete it, I'll probably publish it separately. But that's what I've been up to. That's, how I got to read Raven's book super early, and I hope y'all are excited and will give it a try when it does come out. There is a Goodreads page, so it's Wreck and Ruin Raven Dark, where you can add it to your TBR if you want to see it later. And that's all I have for you in this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.